Are we in there?
Yeah, this is TSN TV. This is the third one.
3.
This is the third one. Lindy Jar is not here, obviously. It's the weekly bracket, guys. Plus Qualia. Hello, Qualia.
Yeah, guys, you get Lindy Jar back next week. I'll probably be in on like all these from now on because we got the tight new setup.
Bro, so this is.
Yo, I'm loving the swag.
This is tight. This is tight. Something not so hot though. This Grinch trailer. I mean, I didn't see.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
I haven't seen it.
I
These are the points I've heard, right?
Okay.
That Tyler, the Creator, is doing the soundtrack.
I can dig it.
Which I actually really like. Tyler, the Creator. Listen to Flower Boy if you don't believe that he's a good MC. That's a really good CD.
It's a really good album.
And then Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, he's going to – Doctor Strange.
Cucumber
Doctor Strange. So Dr. Grinch. We're going to get Dr. Grinch.
Yeah.
Backed up with the tunes of Tyler, the Creator.
Okay.
I'm kind of ready for that.
I mean, to be honest with you, I just don't see the need for another Grinch movie.
Well, Jim Carrey fucked up first.
That movie was dope.
So I mean, we have to have.
It's a good movie, but it's really weird.
I agree.
It's very tonally strange for a children's movie.
I agree.
That's the thing you have to keep in mind. It's a children's movie. Hold on, actually, now that we think about it, with it being a children's movie, how will Tyler end up doing the soundtrack?
Dude, a lot of people have said that he went from coming under scrutiny for lyrics referencing rape and murder, and now he's doing the soundtrack
for the Grinch.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay, so sidebar, really quick musically, Tyler the Creator is a way different artist now than he was in 09.
So totally. if you compare Goblin to Flower Boy, you can definitely see that there's a change.
Yes, bro. This man was talking about dead bodies. This man was talking about
Wolf, gang,
Wolf Haley and stuff like that, bro. That was intense. But my whole thing is just you don't milk a cow until the cow is dead, ever. And I think that's where the Grinches are getting at. I thought
You mean the Resident Evil movies?
That's just disrespecting the cow completely. That's just coloring the just.
Yo, that's
like
Jovovich,
taking.
Man.
This is like taking the black spots off the cow. Is what the Resident Evil movie.
Which, by the way, hold on, Mila Jovovich. Stop making movies.
He does not like this.
Stop it and stop ruining Monster Hunter right now. Just resign. Just resign.
Okay, so they want to make money out of the Dr. Seuss books, right? So
walk it in my pocket.
We had with Migos, right?
Yeah.
Migos do the soundtrack for that. But seriously though, what will we do besides, because we've done the Grinch already twice, right? Because that was the animated one in the 70s.
Yeah.
Right, and then
Horton Hears a Who, right?
Yeah, we had Horton Hears a Who. We had the Grinch. We had the Cat in the Hat. We had the Lorax.
Yeah.
So what else is there left?
Green eggs and ham.
One fish.
But how do you make a whole movie out of that?
Okay.
One fish, red fish, two fish, blue fish.
Actually, green eggs and ham is probably that's the best idea. I think that's what they should do.
How do you make a movie for Green Eggs and Ham?
How do you make a movie for Mortal Kombat when there was only that much lore at the time? And let me just say, that's why that's why that Mortal Kombat movie is so good, because they didn't have very much to screw up. You don't have that much to screw up with Green Eggs and Ham.
I think about Green Eggs and Ham.
I think a 30-minute short will suffice.
The moral of the story is try new shit.
I mean, yeah, this is definitely correct. I would like to see if they could do Green Eggs and Ham. Now that we have it on the subject, now it's on the chopping block. Yes, I would like to see Green Eggs and Ham.
Okay.
Fuck it. How can you mess it up?
I would rather see that than another Grinch movie, personally.
I can actually take it or leave it, but I haven't seen the trailer yet.
I've seen 3 Grinch movies in my lifetime. This will be the 3rd one I've watched.
The original Mr. Grinch movie, the animated movie, is OD.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's definitely really OD.
Really good.
I think every Christmas they end up playing it anyway.
Yes, bro.
So I mean, yeah, I mess with that.
Kids still love it, dude.
Yeah, it's really good. But it's just
soundtrack is good.
It's just I don't want Illumination Studios, the people who made the Despicable Me's and the people who made they did make the Lorax and they did make Horton Hears a Who as well. I think we should.
Okay.
They made the Lorax. Excuse me, and they made the Minions movie, and it's just I feel like we should just take a pause on this because now they want to redo the Shrek movies.
Why?
Is that going to be Illumination as well?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, and
Really?
and
More Shrek movies?
and this is the same
Our
movie.
Lord and Savior Shrek?
This is the same Illumination Studios that's doing the Super Mario Brothers movie. I totally forgot about that.
Nah, man, there's only one Super Mario movie, and that's definitely with John Leguizamo, dude. Like, I don't care. I don't care, guys.
This is so dumb.
I'd rather
I'm
watch
not
the
gonna lie,
old Mario movie.
I love John Leguizamo.
I do too. I actually just watched his stand-up the other day.
Oh, dude,
He has
I
a
need to check
stand-up
that
on
out.
Netflix.
That trust the fungus stuff is it's
Oh yeah, it's an awful movie. That's
okay.
It's got to be the worst thing that John Leguizamo has ever been involved
Hey,
with.
The Pesto. The Pest is like one of the best movies.
Dude,
ever.
The Pest is so great.
I
That movie
like
is fantastic.
Exactly. So I mean,
let's watch this Grinch trailer.
Okay, all right, yeah, let's
watch this
Let's
Grinch trailer. So, because you haven't seen it,
I haven't seen it.
so I have to cringe my way through this once again.
Illumination.
I am so.
Why does it sound like super? Like for a second, he sounded like Super Jap for a second.
I'm so pissed off.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I like Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. It was a nice movie.
I mean, so far I like the animation, but I mean, we already know what studio it's coming from, so we knew it wasn't gonna be trash. Cause I'm happy.
Yo, I'm with the Grinch on this one. I hate that song.
I don't think it's a bad song, but yeah, if you're playing it at like
played, dude.
if you're playing it at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna be freaking Grinchy too. Oh, all right, that was pretty tight. That's a talented dog. I'd also like to make a side note and say that I'm glad that they're doing an animated Grinch and not another live action. That's all I'm gonna say.
Their live action was fire. that was E-Rock, boy.
Stop it.
Things, and we will do them in style. Oh, hello. Happy holidays.
Yo, I like this.
Yeah, actually,
I like this. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this. In fact,
So
in
far,
November,
yeah.
somebody join me. We're gonna go see the Grinch together. Have they made any reference to whether or not it has any storyline basis from the original animated film? Or is it just going to be a retelling? Or anybody got any notes on that?
I assume that what they're going to do is just like fill in the blanks like they did with the Jim Carrey one, because there's just not enough material there in the book or the original animated movie to flesh out a whole feature-length film. It's just not there.
So basically,
I'm ready. It does not look as cringy
I'm not gonna,
as you're saying.
I'll give it a shot, but it's just like it's not that I'm saying that the movie.
So you like the remake for Halloween, but you don't like this animated.
The
short
remake
movie.
from Halloween is live. We've explained this already, but I'm trying to tell you, like, okay, so like I'm just worn out on the idea of another Grinch movie. That's just me, though. I'm not
This
saying
is only our third one, though.
only our third one.
In our lifetime. Come on, we have the one from like back when we were children, when I was a child, before you were born. And then we got Jim Carrey. Ew.
That movie's dope. I like that movie.
So I'm glad we're having a third Grinch movie, so we don't leave it at like the original good stuff and then Jim Carrey.
I'm so surprised that like you haven't heard of this next movie I'm about to show you, like Overlord.
So,
but really, no one has, because it's just like this is the movie
Sleeper
that like
movie.
Yeah, like they showed this movie like 3 months ago, I think, and then they were just like, okay, here it is, here's Overlord. We've been working on.
I'm ready for that though. I like that guerrilla marketing kind of
Yeah.
strategy instead of like blasting you in the face with like a million trailers and stuff. Like
Yeah.
So
you get one trailer.
I
and then that's it.
actually
Keep it
heard
quiet.
this one. I actually heard about this one pretty early this year. Like I was just browsing through a list of upcoming horror movies. And fun fact, when I was in high school, I actually was a founding member of Zombie Club.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Undead Boys.
I was
That boy Qualia
super
with the
popular.
real zombie
Yeah.
walk.
I was super popular back then. Had a lot of friends. But I save myself for like really good zombie movies because like I get tired of.
Have you seen Train to Busan?
It's on my list, dude. Like
It's
that's,
super good.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's
I'm gonna watch
super
it.
good.
I'm definitely
That
gonna watch
movie
it.
is a
Busan
really
is
good,
dang.
very
That
good
movie
zombie
is
movie,
so
guys.
good.
If you have not seen it, go watch Train
Bro,
to Busan.
Train to Busan.
Yeah,
is
that's a zombie. That's a
dope,
zombie
dude.
movie.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
So if this is anywhere near the level of Train to Busan, I'm actually excited.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm excited for Overlord. It looks like I like zombie movies that have like a unique spin. You know, I'm like there's enough George A. Romero movies that I can go back and get like my classic traditional zombie fix
movie,
from
yeah.
those.
Yeah.
But like I like something that's a little more unique. Like Fido. Did you guys watch that?
No.
I've heard of it though.
Yeah. It's I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. But it's the one where
Is this like a zombie dog or something?
No.
Okay. So like, it's after a zombie apocalypse, but it's after they've like gotten like the infection under control, and like now zombies are like they're like slaves, and like every house has one. Some of them keep them as pets, and then sometimes they do just like menial labor and stuff. And
Oh, so this feels like Day of the Dead or whatever hell movie that was, where they literally.
Oh, Shaun of the Dead.
No. There was one of
it
the.
feels a little like Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
There was another movie. I think it was one of the Day of the Dead movies, like in that trilogy or whatever the hell. But I felt like they kept them as like guard dogs and stuff like that. And they
Oh
didn't-
no! I know what you're talking about. Yeah. With John Leguizamo.
Yeah, actually,
That was Land of the Dead.
Land of the Dead.
Okay, yeah. So same,
Another fantastic John Leguizamo movie.
Yeah.
I think it's really underrated in the Romero zombie movies. But yeah, if you guys want to check out like a unique zombie movie, Fido.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Okay.
Okay.
I can dig it.
So we got Fido, we got Train to Busan, and now we got Overlord.
So
Bro,
let's
I
check
want to
this out.
see this movie so bad.
All right, let's see what you got going
This
on here.
movie
Let's-
is
I haven't
tight.
seen this trailer either.
Oh my God, let's go.
God, this boy is freaking out already. Let's
Bro,
go.
This movie's tight, bro.
I'm here.
Don't be muting stuff, man. Okay. Is this made by Michael Bay? I see a lot of explosions already.
It's just part of the aesthetic, baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bad
what's
Rob
up?
made this.
Oh yeah, Bad Robot. Yeah, that's J.J. Abrams' production company.
Don't have good answers.
I'm digging the
The soundtrack.
soundtrack.
Bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be part of the movie, but how about some
Please?
Hell's Bells?
Right? Even though most AC/DC stuff sounds the same.
It does.
Okay.
What is this?
Oh shit.
Bro, this movie.
Soldiers.
Yo, this feels like some Call of Duty zombie
Bro.
shit going on here, man. Like,
This movie is. Oh my God, dude.
okay. So we got Fido, we got Overlord, and we got Train to Busan as good, reputable zombie movies so far.
And people like literally like throughout everything, people have literally not stopped talking about how good this movie is. They have not stopped talking about it.
Wait, this Thursday?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to talk about it today because this movie drops this Thursday. So, like, if you got time, just go see Overlord because everybody keeps talking about how good this movie is.
Okay.
So,
Right now it's sitting at a 6.8 on IMDb, but I was looking at Rotten Tomatoes. I was scrolling down, almost 90% fresh.
What?
So that's pretty good.
That's really high for a Rotten Tomato review.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. It looks really good, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm hyped. So
It's always good to have like
that comes out this week.
Yeah, it's always good to like have like interesting like Vince said, like when you got a twist on the zombie movie, dude, that's like
And at least it builds a little bit of clamor. It's not just your normal run of the mill.
I don't know. You said Train to Busan, so that's a hard bar to beat, dog.
You can't
Train to
just
Busan's
do
so
a
good,
run of the
dude.
mill zombie movie anymore.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
it's boring.
It's because 5 years ago, it's because of The Walking Dead mostly, right?
Yeah.
Because
God, that's been on so long.
Yeah,
too.
it's been on for a long time, and when it first came on, it was like, it's run of the mill zombie stuff, but it was done really well, and I think people got tired of zombie stuff. Honestly,
I think it has worn out on the genre as a whole.
It ran its course like the
Just
like
for a minute, vampires.
Yeah!
Was just like,
yeah.
oh
yeah.
my Jesus
That's
Christ!
because of Twilight.
when Blade came out, everybody was like,
Blade, John Carpenter's vampires,
Everybody was like, oh my God.
Twilight,
Right.
like
Oh my God.
Twilight was the end of that. That was the end of the vampire thing running.
that
its
was
course.
the end. That was the end of like the vampire and werewolf thing because
oh yeah,
there was,
they
there
folded
was,
that in there for a while.
there
too.
was like American Werewolf in Paris. They had what was it called? Underworld.
Underworld, yeah, you're right.
Underworld 1 was really underrated.
That movie was really good, though.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
It was really
Not
good.
bad.
Underworld 1 was really
I
good.
like the second one too, honestly.
Is that the
I thought
second? The second one
was
is where
good.
like they wake up the old ancient vampires, right?
Yeah, that
one
I,
was
I
okay.
think so. I thought that the second one was the one where they had the hybrid vampire.
that was it.
Are we
Right.
thinking about Blade
It was
at this
probably
point?
the same one. No, Blade. I'm sure they touched on that in Blade.
Okay, look,
as well, dude.
Blade had two.
Blade
good,
needs a reboot.
Blade had two
Bad.
good movies.
But are we doing it with Samuel? Oops. Are we doing it?
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
If he can pay back the government,
Oops.
He served his time, bro. He served his time.
That's
No.
time served, right?
this man owes the IRS like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Well, that's
bro.
why he needs the reboot, dude.
Right now.
A Marvel reboot.
But
yeah.
honestly, I would love to see Blade in the MCU.
Oh, that would be cool.
That I would really like that.
that might be a thing with like Morbius, the living vampire movie that Sony's making right now. If it's anything like Venom, then yeah, I'm not excited. But hey,
I mean, we don't
I-
even
I
talk
would
about.
love-
I
I would-
call that was going to be a train fire before it came out, and I still have not watched it. And the reviews are just pouring in. This movie's trash. This movie's trash.
I don't know.
Trash.
Yeah,
box.
bro. I keep telling people it's like I don't know what you expected with a Venom movie without Spider-Man. So
I don't know what you expected Tom Hardy to do without an R rating.
yeah.
I mean, it's the whole thing definitely should have had an R rating.
And
But,
it
I
probably
mean-
would have been tight. Like Venom just like whip his tongue around somebody's head and just completely remove it from their body.
Not,
like
not
come
a lot
on.
of these companies
Doesn't
have.
that sound tight right now?
Not a lot of these companies have the balls to put out something like Deadpool.
That's
You
what
know?
I was about to say. Yeah, because like everybody's excuse to me was like an R-rated superhero movie doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Deadpool 1,
Deadpool
Deadpool
1,
2,
Deadpool 2, Kick-Ass,
Blade-
Blade 1, Blade 2. Like, bruh, come on, bruh.
Did I catch you suckheads at a bad time?
Yeah, bro.
Yo, objectively, the best quote from Blade 1 is Wesley Snipes saying, "Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill." That's the best quote.
That shit was good. That shit was good to the point where I even remembered it. That shit was dope.
So more. I wish I could say like more good stuff in the next one, but apparently this beta was ass. I don't know how this happened.
Okay, so all right.
Tell me how this happened.
They
All
just
right.
be broken sometimes.
So
dude.
first off, there should be no one watching this who's a fan of Bethesda who isn't already aware that their games are really buggy. They
Okay,
make really
right.
good games,
Understandable.
but they're really buggy. But we know how good the content is, so we put up with the bugs, right? With that being said, Bethesda even got out ahead of their PR, and we're going to be talking about more PR here in a second. But they got
no.
ahead of their PR, and they were like, look, we release buggy games. With that being said, we know there are going to be hella bugs coming up in Fallout 76, not only because of our engine, but because of a multiplayer
they've never done something
like this,
before.
especially on this scale.
So that
They're not even making like limited rooms where only 6 people can play. No, we're probably gonna get like some blackout numbers on some of these servers where you got hundreds of people literally roaming the damn wasteland.
Yeah.
So they know that they're gonna get a whole bunch of bugs, right?
I can dig it. Okay, it's my problem.
But what they put out this weekend was an affront to everything Bethesda holy. All right. First off, for PC players, keeping the Steam client open or closed, it didn't even matter. If you started the game, sometimes your game would erase.
Oh.
Just all like 56 gigs or whatever the hell it was
It's
to
like-
I think
to
Sea
play.
of Thieves had that problem at release as well.
Sea of Thieves? You mean Sea of Nothing?
Oh,
yeah,
that was an
was just like
NPC of
no
nothing.
content for that game. I'm so glad that was the game that like I tried the Xbox Games Pass or the
Okay.
Microsoft Games Pass, so I didn't have to pay for the full thing. I paid for 1 month of that Game Pass, and I was like, oh, I don't need this.
Just throw the whole.
Yeah, I don't need
you
it.
throw the whole baby away. You throw the whole
It's fu-
Xbox
I
away.
don't
It's
care.
done.
Sea
I
of-
actually sold my Xbox One shortly after that.
Yeah,
Se-
yep.
Sea of Thieves was the last like thing I saw a Banjo-Kazooie tribute in, so that's a big rip.
That's a hard R, just like this beta was. So on top of that, we already knew that Bethesda said that they were going to remove NPCs from the game. You were going to get quests and stuff like that from like little notes and little lore everywhere, right? But I don't think that they realized by taking out NPCs of the game, it's a desert wasteland, like in more ways than one. Not in a good desert wasteland Fallout kind of thing. Like
Right.
was what I've heard an excruciatingly boring thing to play without anyone there. I think they're really heavily banking on people being in this world to populate how much fun you have.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
game that reminds me of?
No,
Absolver. And fuck that game. Absolver was like
did
this kung fu
Yeah.
hand-to-hand
Yeah.
game that was literally powered and driven by the community. If you did not have someone playing with you or on your server, guess what you got to do?
There's nothing there.
Walk around and look at the fucking scenery.
Like that,
That's it.
That game had that. No Man's Sky had that.
Oh, please don't talk about that game.
Dude,
No, we need we need to talk about No Man's Sky, and I'll tell you why. Because it's literally a reminder.
Of what happens when you have no content in your game.
Right. But, you know, it's really weird. Like, I remember Fallout 76 getting announced, right?
Yeah.
And I remember them talking about it, and it was almost like the way they were presenting it was like, we had this idea and we don't know how it's going to work out. Because it's such a new thing for them. And it just seemed like that whole presentation, it was almost that tone where it was like, hey, here's a new Fallout game, but it's a totally new idea, and like it seems like there's some like flaws in the concept itself.
See, now what they said in one of the statements that they put out for PR, it openly said that this project was not the finish line, but merely the starting line of a new chapter in Bethesda's like development, right? With that being said, I'm cool to make this journey. I'm good to embark on this, right?
Right.
But I'm so afraid of this turning into Absolver.
Here's the deal.
I'm really afraid
Here's the
of
deal,
this turning
right?
into Absolver.
I wouldn't have had a problem with any of this if the Fallout 76 beta was like 4 months ago.
Yeah, the game is
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
come out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, that's another
How are
thing
you gonna
that really
fix all those problems?
You have all of that. You have to worry about content. You have to worry about player base. You have to worry about bugs. And you're going to put out this game in 2 weeks.
They're
I
not
would
used
have
to
had-
putting
weeks.
out games that thrive on a living community like this. Like Bethesda is not used to doing that, and like they've said that verbatim, like that this is a new way to develop a game for them. And like you said, they've said it's the starting line. And like they also said most of the time when they put a game out, like they take a break for a little while, and then maybe they might come back and work on DLC. No, like they're gonna put this out and they're just gonna keep working because
Yeah, they have to.
definitely now.
They definitely have to.
They
Especially
definitely
with
have
some
to
of the
now.
stuff that's been popping up in that beta, man. I'm just scared. I'm not deterring anyone from grabbing it. Hell, I'm probably still going to end up grabbing. I'm lying. I'm going to end up fucking grabbing the game. But I am very, very wary, and I would suggest that anyone else wary, save that money. Save that
Honestly-
money and wait till you see something that you like.
What if this Fallout 76 is really just like one big stress test for what the next Elder Scrolls game is going to be?
Then you know what? Take my money and I will sacrifice it to the Bethesda gods.
Because I feel like
because if we're gonna get something like Skyrim, but online and fleshed out, and 76 has to be the sacrificial lamb, take my money.
because I feel like that's probably what this is. Cause like
I mean,
the marketing.
It's looking like a No Man's Sky situation.
I don't want it to. Okay, so ESO is basically Skyrim and all of the fantasy stuff from Bethesda Online. I have a couple of them myself. They're great games. But another thing that fleshes that out. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a stretch by saying great. They are playable games.
I was about to say like.
They're playable games, and especially if you'd like to have fun with your friends, I think that it's something to pass the time. I do. Okay. I don't think it's a trash game. I don't think it's a AAA title, even though the mask itself is one. But I don't think it is. However, we get NPCs back, and we make this PvP thing happen like proper. And 76 might be something that we remember forever. It might be. We don't know. But neither does Bethesda. And that's what scares me.
They don't seem confident.
That's what scares me.
The company does not seem confident in their own product, which is scary. 2 weeks before release.
Don't we have another company that
I would rather them like fuck up full speed than half-ass something though. You know what I'm saying?
Run it into the wall. Run it into the literal damn ground.
They are going balls deep on a whole new, fresh idea.
So they are. So run it into the ground. So either run it into the ground or send it to heaven. You got two choices.
And speaking of running something to the ground, hey,
we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. Let's talk about something good first.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Oh, we do have something good.
We have something good first.
Boy, I was ready to go in.
Oh, boy, I was
We don't want to hit him with all the bad stuff at once, dude. It's
You're
too
right,
much.
You're right.
It's too much.
Then we sound like negative Nancy's. Yeah.
So play this delicious, like, 2B trailer for freaking Soul Calibur 6.
I really want to see how they're going to link
oh my God.
2B being in the game,
How have you not played this game? This game is so...
Ivy is really good, by the way, if you guys don't know.
I didn't. I haven't seen...
Ivy's really good. Yeah. She's not a problem, but you definitely need to know what she do and what she gonna whoop your ass. I'm excited for this character.
Bruh, this is the perfect character to put in this game.
And this trailer is hype.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen it, of course, you'll be able to see it now. But this trailer is actually really tight, showing the interaction between our lovely Ivy and 2B.
2B, Type 2, baby, Type A. This character is like literally in the perfect place right now, especially for a fighting game. The way that she works like in game, oh my God, dude! And she has like all of her stuff, bro. Like I'll explain like how 2B.
You know what she looks like right now? She looks like Noctis a little bit. Like with being able to.
It's all connected. I'm gonna more on that in a little bit after this trailer. But it's just like,
can we get Noctis back over here too? Like I know, can he just be in 2 games like Yoshimitsu?
Actually, technically, it doesn't fit outside the motif. I mean, it fits. Yeah, it fits here. You could definitely put Noctis in here.
Have him drive up in the whip real quick with the boys.
The freaking flying car.
Leave the boys in the back.
That's a definite pass on the freaking car. No, thank you. So I personally think that this is really dope.
To mankind.
I think this game is. I think this addition to this game is really.
I'm really excited for the rest of the releases. So think about it. First, we got Tira, my bae. We got her back, and then we get 2B.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Me neither.
They've somehow tied this lore into the story.
See, like this is how you're like supposed to do guest characters, in my opinion. Right, you're supposed to go like completely left field, right? And like a lot of game companies, a lot of fighters and things like that have had like a history of doing this. You know what I'm saying? My first example, Dead or Alive 4, right? So if you beat the game without using a continue, and you get a perfect every round, not a perfect. If you 2-0 your opponent, right? Then at the end of the game, you get to fight a Spartan Nicole. She's not Master Chief, but she's in Master Chief's armor, so you get to play as Master Chief.
Oh, that's tight.
In Dead or Alive 4. So I thought that was amazing.
I mean, we can even go further back, especially we're talking about Soul Calibur, because you guys remember Soul Calibur 2 had 3 guest characters, one for each platform that it was released on.
Yeah, that's how exclusive it was. Like Xbox.
Right.
And then Inner Guys, it's a really old fighting game. I don't know if either one of you played, but that was one of the first fighting games that Cloud appeared in as a guest character.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I remember this game. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Inner Guys. Yeah.
So like for the Xbox version of Soul Calibur 2, you got to play as Spawn.
That was hype.
That's
And then,
dope,
the
dude.
GameCube
For
got
those who
Link.
didn't know, Spawn, Todd McFarlane created Necro
right?
as
yeah,
well
yeah.
too.
Wow.
Definitely looks like a Todd McFarlane character.
So
too.
that's why he got to have Spawn in the game too, because he was asked to work on that game to make Necro.
That's tight.
Yeah.
And of course, for the GameCube, you had Link, who had like all of his like weapons, which is ridiculous to think about.
That character was OP, man.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
character was busted. and then Xbox, not Xbox, but PlayStation, you got Haichi,
Haichi, yeah.
which I don't know how, but they were like, hey, yeah, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So I feel like,
Hey man, that man was rocking in that game
Yeah.
with no weapon.
yeah. So
None.
guest characters, you know, they're few and far between, but like when they come, that's
Tasteful.
how you
That's how you nail it.
That's how you nail it. Don't be like what's that game? Well, I guess the game that does it the worst is probably Smash Brothers when it comes to guest characters.
Nah, man, we're gonna save that for the end because my spiky boy is.
I'm
here.
not talking about the freaking plant. I'm talking about like I'm talking about like people like
Bayonetta being OP. Is that what you're talking about?
I was gonna say like I don't know, like Dark Pit and like Duck Hunt Dog being in the game. I have a weird stance on
But
that.
at least those are Nintendo games. Like
Yo,
they're not
I like
non-traditional
Duck Hunt,
guest
and
characters.
you get iced by a Duck Hunt if they know what they're doing too.
Yeah.
Rob
Right.
is a weird character
yeah,
to have in the game because
But-
it's not even based on a game. It's based on a peripheral.
yeah. But we'll move on to that like near like the end. But yeah, 2B is coming. I think
I'm ready.
It's absolutely dope.
I might at
and-
least try it out.
Listen. If you guys, listen. If you have $20, like find this game near Automata and play it. It will literally change your life. Okay, so
That's a bold statement.
you would love this game. You would love this game. All right, so 2B, right? She's waifu number one.
Yeah.
She has this amazing.
People were already making character souls of her in Soul Calibur 6 before she got announced. By
Yeah,
the way.
that's my boy Pyrus Christian, aka Pyrus.
Yeah.
He was like on the fence about getting the game, and like as soon as 2B was announced, like I saw the trailer, I messaged him instantly. I was like, I know that's your waifu, dude. I know you're gonna pick this game up now. He was like, I'm sold.
Look,
I'm getting it.
That's
Look,
it.
This
good guest
bro,
character, man.
Near Automata, this game is perfect for the people who just love just like an outright challenge. Number one, the game is it's a hack and slash. Number one, it's a bullet hell, also, which is weird to think about, right? But it's also bullet hell, right? So, but basically, like the game is super progressive. So, like, you can take all the time that you want to upgrade 2B, or you don't have to. But the game is going to progress with or without you, right? And if it so happens that you're like level 20 and this enemy is like level 45,
Oh, you're iced.
you
Iced.
you upgraded wrong. You upgraded wrong. Like literally.
Do I have to start the game over?
Yes,
All right, I kind of like this game already.
bro. Like it's
I like carefully planning stuff.
right.
Right?
The
I'm
weapon.
that guy.
The weapon system is ridiculous. The upgrade system is ridiculous. You can find special weapons like Noctis' sword.
What?
You can play that in that game.
All right, now I gotta play.
This game,
Yeah, it's a Squeenix game, right?
yeah. So like, and it's like the story in this game is ridiculous. There's 26 different endings. I'm not making this up.
Nani?
There's 26 endings. I am not making it up.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm not making it up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we should just stream this game.
There's
I kind of want to play this game. Now.
bro, this game is live. There's 26 endings. You can't
Sounds like Until Dawn, where it has like a million alternate endings.
and you can get them all.
like
but
Pokemon.
this game is so, oh my god, this game is so good. It's like it's literally like
So you'll be playing some 2B then. That's who you're gonna be playing a Soul Calibur, right? Because there's no excuse not to play Soul Calibur. I don't care if Smash Ultimate's coming out.
I mean honestly the way
game is
it's
fantastic.
shaping up in this
God,
city
the
is
game's
just
fantastic.
like
You can't escape.
you can't, bro. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I want to play Nightmare though.
Maybe it's just so good to me because it's the first. Like I played every Soul Calibur, right?
Yeah.
But this is the first one that I'm taking seriously, so maybe that's why it's clicking with me as like being so good.
That
But
could be it.
I've heard a lot of people say that it's damn near their favorite Soul Calibur. Like
Oh yeah, right
veterans
off the
of
bat.
series,
right off
so.
the bat. They've done a great job. at
Let's
developing
move
the game.
on to everybody else's favorite.
All right, well here we go. Like this is the bad news, guys.
So dumb, dude.
All right.
That is gross.
So when we were planning out
That's not
topics,
okay.
like I said, we got to touch on this. There's a lot of different facets to it. There's a lot of aspects that we need to consider.
Hearing about this, I was just like, yo,
I want to start off with one thing only. Fuck Jeff Kaplan. That's it.
Well, what's your problem, man? Don't you have a phone?
Wow.
No. Jeff Kaplan is the art director over Overwatch.
Right.
That guy's a fuck. All right.
God.
They don't know how to balance that game for shit. All right.
Well,
and they
there's
keep
been
throwing
hella
in
character overhauls. Like
every
I've
character that goes
never
in.
seen a game get characters' kits overhauled just completely so many times.
Yeah, Symmetra's not even the same character she was when the game started.
When the game
Not
started,
even the same character.
when the game started, when Overwatch started, that was Overwatch heaven. because literally you could do
I was roadhogging, boys.
triple you could do triple Torbjorn.
Bow. Bow.
You could do triple Torbjorn, you could do double Zarya, like that was
Well, you
Overwatch.
can still do that in unlimited play, unlimited hero play.
Yeah.
I mean, but who does that?
Yeah, honestly, especially when you have people like Hanzo running around just doing whatever the
And
fuck.
Storm Arrow,
So
who didn't even have
stupid.
Storm Arrow at first either. Like, Jeff Kaplan, get it together, man. Get it together.
Like-
Why
Well,
don't you?
let's before we get into this awful decision that they made, let's get into the new Overwatch character since you guys are talking about Overwatch.
Okay, so Ash is
I'm
on
ready.
the way.
I'm ready.
That Ash looks dope. That looks really cool.
She's like a mid-range hero.
Yeah.
She plays anywhere between like a more mobile McCree and a more useful Widowmaker.
Yeah.
So I've looked up a lot of her gameplay. Dynamite seems to be her big selling point.
Okay.
I think Dynamite over Bob happens to be her big selling point because since they've buffed shields to where they can barely receive damage and stuff, like it's not that big of a deal, right? But with Dynamite, if you toss Dynamite and pop it, it makes an AoE burn effect, right?
Wow.
So, like, screw holding up your Reinhardt shield. You're on fire. You're ticking anyway. You know what I'm saying? So there are some things that I think Ash is going to get right over all the rest of the hit scan DPS characters. I honestly think that the character is going to be a nice, fresh change to the meta, granted if they get it correct.
Yeah.
They have to get it correct. Jeff Kaplan, I'm looking at you. Get it correct, bruh.
I don't have too much of an opinion on this. I stopped playing Overwatch like quite some time ago. I don't see myself going back and putting any more time into it personally.
I go back
I had
every once
fun.
in a while. It's like a bad ex-girlfriend. Like, you know you should stay away from her, but she's kind of crazy and kind of cool sometimes. So
I have like no complaints because I played the game for like 8 or 9 months, and I definitely feel like I got my $60 out of it. But like, it's just not one that's gonna stick with me.
And you have to acknowledge that the one thing that they're doing correct with that series is putting out tons and tons of free content.
Yeah.
Every
Yes.
character is free. Every update for like Halloween and summer and Olympics,
Bro,
all this
that's-
stuff, it's all free. It's kind of like how Monster Hunter is doing right now too, with all free content. And I'm actually really down for developers putting out free-to-play content.
Well,
That's the hotness. Like that's literally when Overwatch is at its hottest. Is like whenever they have like any type of like event. Like same thing with Monster Hunter. Anytime they have any type of event, numbers just spike and people just play the
Forever.
holy hell out of
The
it.
Yeah, it's
balancing
great.
issues are one thing, but like I think that it's a shining example of like what gaming currently is right now, and like every developer's trying to capture this feeling is putting out a game that's not necessarily a game, but it becomes a platform, and it's alive, and the community like propels it to longevity. That's what people are looking for, right?
Yeah.
And,
I
and
want
Overwatch
my
has
game
done
to
that.
stretch longer than what it paid for. And then, you know, like you said it absolutely correct. Anybody who bought Overwatch, by now, you have to have had your money's fill. Whether or not you're tired of the game or not, they put out enough content, enough characters, enough lore, things that you don't even have to play the game. I've been watching the animated shorts, and I've been getting, you know, that's all I need. Like, oh, shit. May got a short, and
Yeah.
you know, all these people got a short. All right, cool. There's enough content pumped out. In fact, I've had this big belief that they only keep making content for the game to add more characters to the eventual movie that they're gonna put out. I think they're eventually
It
going to
would
make an
not surprise me.
Overwatch movie.
It would surprise
And
me.
I'm definitely down for that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think it
same.
would go over better than the Warcraft movie.
Yeah.
I heard the Warcraft movie sucked.
I actually heard it was not that bad, but it was not well received.
Oh, man.
That's what I've heard about it.
Speaking of not well received,
This
Yeah,
is the
you
other
some-
thing.
shit on the Diablo side, though.
Bro.
I am upset, Blizzard.
Bro, they said
I've been playing Diablo franchise since I was in high school. Diablo 2 Necromancer on hardcore. That's your boy, okay? And then what did they do after 6 years of releasing Diablo 3? They give us a goddamn mobile game.
that's not okay.
I got some opinions on this.
I'll tell you
I
why.
got a unique view on this, I think.
Look, okay, I understand that.
Unique!
I
I
understand.
think I got a unique
I understand that you're trying to be like progressive and you're trying to like make sure that you keep up with the climate of gaming and everything. But like, shitting on your fan base is something that's a big no. You can't do that, bro.
Two thumbs way down.
All right.
You can't do that.
I want to talk about a couple.
You got a phone, right?
I definitely want to talk about a couple of aspects of this. Obviously, it was not well received, right? They had the guy that stood up in the middle of the QA and asked him if it was an off-season April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of people really, really angry about
They
it.
straight up booed at them.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to make that a point.
There's
when
a,
they
it's
did
a lot
this
of
reveal,
knee-jerk reactions, man.
they booed at everyone on stage.
But let's talk a little bit about like what happened leading up to BlizzCon, right? All right, so we had they had a blog post that came out like a week before.
Yeah.
That said, "Hey guys, we want you to temper your expectations." Essentially, it's not going to be
That's already a bad look.
right. And then I have also read a report that Diablo 4 was supposed to be announced, and then a couple of weeks before they decided to pull the announcement. They in almost all of the interviews since this debacle, that you've had representatives from Blizzard all but confirming that there is a Diablo 4 in the works, but they're not ready to announce it yet.
Then why even have BlizzCon, man? What were you?
Why even have?
I mean,
just throw the whole
the
gun
whole
away,
damn
dog.
thing out. Think about this, though. Because people, before they even, put out a PR statement saying this may not be what you want, right? People have had their tickets, hotels,
Right.
and every other thing necessary to attend this event on lock. Hundreds of dollars spent.
The only thing is they never
For
they
Diablo.
never said
The mobile game.
they never said that there was going to be Diablo 4 announced. They did not say that verbatim.
But see, this is the thing, though, and this is the thing that I have a problem with. Because anybody in that building right there, that Blizzard building, right, that concoction of shit, everybody in there knew, all right, guys, when we say Diablo, they're all going to think Diablo 4, right? They knew it. There was no way that somebody
they had
didn't.
to have known that. They had to have known that.
Exactly. And if they didn't, then fire the entire staff.
They have said that they expected for people to react negatively, but not this badly.
Because it's been so long. And I know a lot of people that treated Diablo 3 like Street Fighter 5. They're like, it's not D2, it's not the style I want. I don't want to play that. So imagine the people who have actually been waiting since Diablo 2 for a playable Diablo game for them. And then
Matt, this is
what
what I'm talking
is
about the
mobile
unique
game.
perspective that I think that I bring to this.
Okay.
And let's talk about the fact that I have not enjoyed a Smash competitively since Melee. And it's very similar to that. And I have learned I have learned through this bullshit with Nintendo that I have to have a different type of relationship and expectation with that company. Like when a new Smash comes out, I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna give it a fair shake. And this is my mentality about it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a fair shake. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm gonna go into it with tempered expectations that I'm at least gonna enjoy the game casually.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of people who are starting to feel that way about franchises that are beloved to them, and they got to get on board with the same mentality that I have. You loved an old game, but you got to let them do what they want to do, And
That's
hopefully they're gonna try to do something for you as a diehard fan.
That's true, and that's just like a music artist, changing up their style or their
Definitely.
lyrical prowess, like we were talking about with Tyler earlier. I'm pretty sure there's some people who
This
really
still,
love Goblin.
This still sounds like a huge fuck you.
It is though. It is though.
I'm not
but
trying
see, this
to
is the thing.
sugarcoat nothing, but
They didn't put out a mobile Smash. Let me just put it to you like that, okay?
Not
Okay?
yet.
Stop it. Stop.
Not
it.
yet, bro.
And it's
They're
just like-
dipping their
Stop it.
toes in the mobile water.
And it's just bro, you have to have the clairvoyance. You have to be a lot of these game companies want to have this pretend oh, we're doing our own thing. We're not worried about everybody else. But
They didn't need clairvoyance. They knew.
But you need
They
to-
knew when they said mobile game that everybody sitting in that auditorium wanted to ring necks, burn buildings,
Bro,
and
I
crash
would
cars.
I would love to know what made them decide to pull the announcement. If there was an announcement for Diablo 4, what went so wrong that they were like, we know that this is about to be a PR disaster, but we have to pull the announcement. This is not ready to show people.
This is how I would have done it, right? This is how I would have done it. I would have been the biggest troll ever. Blizzard, hire me for PR, because this is how we do it. Ready? Enter the stage for Diablo Immortal.
Right.
And then you go, did you like that, guys? And then everyone goes, you suck, you scum of the earth. And I'm like, thank you, roll clip. And then I just walk away from the stage, and then you get this freaking, I don't even care if
it was
it said,
only concept art.
even if
even
it was
if it was
just
only
a
concept art.
rolling credit that just said Diablo 4,
Dude,
TBA,
Matt,
and
what
then just
you are
ended.
talking about is what Bethesda did with the new Elder Scrolls game.
honestly.
Yeah.
It is exactly what they did. They announced a mobile game. They showed the mobile game. People were they were okay with it. It didn't get the negative reaction that we had here. And probably because they did exactly what you just said right after that. And they said, we're working on Elder Scrolls 6 and it's coming. We can confirm that we're working on it. And yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. That's what they should have done.
Even if it no art, no bosses, no nothing. Give me a Diablo stylized title header with a white TBA under it, and let me get the hell out of there. That's it.
This is
That's it.
This is during E3 when that trailer showed up, and everybody swore on their mama it was gonna be Skate 3.
Oh, you're talking about Sessions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody thought Sessions was Skate
Skate 4. Skate 4, yeah.
Everybody thought Sessions was Skate 4. They were, oh my god.
Hell,
Skate
at
is
least
good.
look back at, since we just talked about Bethesda, look back at their mobile release. Their mobile release actually did really good. Fallout Shelter is a really good game that keeps Fallout on the brain, right?
Right.
And maybe somewhere down the line, Blizzard execs were like, we can do the same thing. Let's keep Diablo on the hearts and minds of everyone who loves our franchise.
Very poorly executed.
But
though.
the thing is, even when Bethesda did that, guess what they also did? Showed us a trailer for 76.
This is when and we see this happens in a lot of games where oh, here comes the mobile version of it. But they do a companion okay, here's the big boy.
Yeah, exactly. We got no big boy. We got Lil Dinky.
Right. I mean, I guess they were going to show it, and just what happened?
The
that
guy
they
who
were just
decided to renege that from the presentation, I hope he's fired.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I
that
hope he's
is
under
definitely
the dirt somewhere.
Yeah. My man might be going away because that's not, now you got to clean this mess up, and
Instead
it's
of 76, 86, that boy.
and
But
it's
I-
how
just
how do you recover, how do you
I don't really think you
couldn't
can
have-
at
could-
this
But
point.
it also it couldn't have been one dude's decision.
You're right.
So everybody else had to be okay with it.
Fire
the
everybody in
board
that
had
room,
to be
then.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Their executives had to be okay with it. It wasn't just one dude that was like, no, we can't do that. Somebody should have had enough sense to say, we need to do what Bethesda did.
You can't even convince me that them coming out with the trailer at the end of the year for Diablo 4 would even save it at this point.
Nah.
Because
people are just so mad.
Because once again, I've spent time. I called off time from work. I paid for money for a flight, a hotel, your expensive ass BlizzCon
I was
tickets.
totally disappointed.
How much is the ticket?
You don't want to know. And hold on. That doesn't even include all the people who had a virtual pass to BlizzCon. And they gave out stuff. They were like, get the virtual pass and you get the skin from this game and this and this. And I'm like, all right, man. So even if I don't want to attend, if I don't want to spend all that money, I can get the virtual pass. You spent all that money on a virtual pass for that.
It was $200 for a ticket, dude.
I didn't want to tell you guys. I knew how much it was. I didn't want to tell you.
So fucked up.
Oh my
$200.
god!
Now you see why people were upset.
I mean, I see why people were upset. I don't understand the outrage from people that didn't go. Like that, I think it's definitely an overreaction.
I mean, I didn't go and I'm still upset. What the hell?
I think that the anger that we've seen has been an overreaction, but not for the people that paid $200 for a ticket.
And once again, not including hotel, your trip, and food.
This
isn't a front. This is a $500 upfront.
Oh no,
minimum
$500 on a trip to LA for a con. Yeah, that's minimum $500, and I pay for this to get
a mobile game,
to get shafted at BlizzCon like this for an announcement.
That's why I'm like, man,
I'll sit up here. I'm tempted to say like, hey. Ain't no BlizzCon 2019, cuz.
Yeah, dude.
I'll stay at the house.
With the way that they just went, unless they guarantee something Diablo 4 for next year, I can swear to you, Blizzard, your numbers are going to be dwindled.
Is that even going to fix it, though? Like, they need to bring 2 heavy hitters at least. Honestly.
Do they even have another IP that we would care about like that besides WoW?
I mean, well, there's Overwatch,
I was about to say,
that's not going to be like Overwatch 2.
That's
like 5 years off or something.
I'm not going to BlizzCon to see a new character.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it would have to be something really big for Overwatch.
So it would
but Overwatch 2, if that's ever going to be a thing, is still probably 4 or 5 years off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
They can't even get balancing right on this game, Jeff Kaplan.
So
I mean, like...
Sorry, BlizzCon. You took the ultra L on
the
this one.
The super L,
because
dude.
you cannot. Your fan base is your constant, bro. Like, and you cannot piss them off. Of
the week, dude.
Yeah,
we gotta make that. We gotta make that a new
L of the week.
That's a new thing, dude. I need to make an icon. L of the week, dude. You gotta hold that L.
It's a big one. It's damn big one. And Blizzard, as much as Bethesda is scaring me, you're just pissing me off.
That's awful. Like, now you don't.
I'd rather be afraid than pissed off.
You don't release.
Well, that's the thing about like Fallout 76 compared to this situation. Like, you're a little bit afraid about Fallout 76, but you're pissed off about this.
Oh yeah, I'm up in arms for this.
So
let's get off of this. There's no segue needed for this. I just need to get off of this.
Greener pastures.
Yeah, because speaking of all 2019, this is actually all 2019. Uncontested, and you can take this to the bank, right? This is the best game of 2019. It don't matter what releases. It doesn't matter what releases. This is the best game of 2019.
From an objective standpoint, right? Like, I expect this to be like easily top 3 for 2019.
Top 3, yes, I will give it that. I don't think it's number 1 slot.
I won't know until I'm playing the game. If I get my hands on this game and I'm like, I'm gonna play this shit competitively, then I'll be like, yeah, best game of 2019. That will be like first Smash Bros. Title to do that for me. Yeah.
Well, it's been a long time coming for you. So I mean, hopefully they got the formula right this time, man.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation between all of us because we've all just been like prominent in one era of this game. So looking back at it, like Smash 64, Melee and Brawl, and then Melee, Brawl, and PM, and then Smash 4. So it's just like we have 3 different eras of the Smash universe, like just sitting here, and it's just like I say it's gonna be the best game of 2019 because this is truly like Nintendo's almanac.
Right, yeah.
Everything.
Every character, yeah.
Everything, all the characters and their lores and what they represent, even
how they're even being introduced into the story.
It's just like this is wild. Like that, there's over 70 characters in this game that you can play as.
72, I believe, up to date or something.
74,
like that.
75. It's one of those. minus the
I will admit that this is going to be one of the better titles of this year.
yeah. So
Especially after what we just got through looking at.
It's
Definitely going to be one of the better titles
it
that
is
have dropped this year.
Nintendo's magnum opus for the Smash Bros. Series. It is rightly titled Ultimate, right? Like, even if I don't like the game competitively, I am going to have a lot of fun with it casually. I know I am. There's just
so
too
many
much there.
characters.
There's too much there. There's too many ways to play it. How am I not going to like this game? It's just not.
In some shape, form, or fashion. Even if it's not competitive, it's going to be worthy of a purchase.
And
at least for me. I'm gonna have to go out and get a whole ass Switch. Which, by the way, look for my Patreon and GoFundMe for a Switch.
Look, it's really interesting how this game has like slowly like moved from party game to competitive fighter. Like it's like this was I don't think that like this was ever the intention.
No, definitely not. And it shows because we have to change the rules so much to make it fair on a competitive level. Like you're heavy into the tournament scene. Like I'm sure there's some people that watch this that don't know like what our place is in Houston.
Yeah.
But like I've been a big part of the Smash scene, like as a TO, as a streamer. You have been involved with large events. You got the Smash United shirt on right now.
Yeah.
Like we go to a long distance, like trying to make these games play the way that we think that they should play on a competitive level and to make things fair. And it's a problem with a lot of games.
Balancing is a big problem.
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Balancing is a big problem, but like also just rule sets in general. Like, look, I've been talking to you guys about this for a while about PUBG. There's a lot of people out there that really like PUBG. They really like the mechanics, but they don't agree with how the game is played. They don't agree with the meta. They don't agree with how the rule set shapes the meta, right? And this is one huge thing that Ultimate is doing so well, and it's giving us so many customizable options. There's so many things there's so many switches you can turn off and on, and that has been what has helped Smash come from a grassroots startup and become the phenomenon that it is.
The past few Ultimates, the past few like Nintendo Directs have like just they're really just like this is everything that's in the game, and they've been doing it for like the past 3 of them, right? So in the game you can customize like a rule set.
Yes, I saw
and
that.
then you can customize a rule set, and then you can just like, hey, whenever you want to play like competitive rule set, then you just click this boop, and then you're good to go after that.
Yeah.
Like.
And then there's a way for you to leave it open to a vote, too,
Yeah.
I think, or something like that, where, like, this can be on, that can be off, or this stage or that
even
stage.
online, and dude, Nintendo has, like, caught on to this so well. Like, they're definitely, it seems like a company that can make a game that can be played competitively, but they can't get competitive right. But what they have realized is that if they give people the tools to make it the way that they want it to be, then that's the ideal situation, right? And online is going to be like that too.
Yeah.
They've got the feature where you can search for your preferred rule set, and they'll match you as closely as possible to someone else who has that same preference.
Nice. So if that becomes a golden standard online, boys, you won't have a problem finding matches.
Honestly, like to be honest, like because like
it's coming with an Ethernet port too, so you don't have to do Wi-Fi.
I think you have to buy that
You gotta
separate.
buy that.
You do.
But it's available.
They're talking to you like, if you're trying to play online, you need to plug this in your router, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the best way, especially no one wants to game over Wi-Fi, boys.
I got my network switch in my living room already. I'm ready to go.
So like literally like I like speaking on like the things about rule sets, it's like I've always just kind of like been one to deal with it. Being in Smash 4 for so long, and being in like like knowing about Brawl Meta Knight and Bayonetta here and things like that. It's just like, bro, like sometimes I feel like the community just needs to like deal with things like that. You know what I'm saying? Not like deal with them like, let's change some rules. No, like you need to adapt to this.
There's a
like
shirt. There's a shirt that says it. It has everything scratched out except for adapt.
Like when Call of Duty they took out the 9-bank from Blackout today, and it's just like, bro, like
why don't you just learn how to level up as a player instead of? And at least me and you had a discussion about that real quick, just as a sidebar. We had a discussion about it, and at least you tried to find solutions on how to not get hit by it instead of going, "Hey, Chaos, I think they should just take out the 9
Because it's just like, bro, like
adapt to the situation."
I played Marvel 2 and 3. I play games where like you lose neutral once and then you lose. So it's just like, bro, this is people complaining about like Bayonetta. It's like, bro, this is nothing. This is nothing.
And there have been people to beat the character, man. So it's not just the character. It's just learning to adapt. And I feel like this game will have the platform to do it, especially with so many characters.
She was a problem in Smash 4. Like, you can only adapt so far, and then you have to realize that the character is like plays completely different from every other character in the game.
Like Meta
has
Knight did.
crazy combos that just don't make sense in the context of that game.
Okay, so look, this is the saga of Bayonetta in Smash 4, right? So she got voted in by the European crowd. The European voting system voted the most for Bayonetta in the game. All right, for this is the character poll. This is the character that was. They wrote on polls who do I want in the game. And instead of Banjo-Kazooie, they said Bayonetta. They said
man, you still ain't made it in Ultimate, so you.
It's coming in DLC.
He's not there. DLC. Anyway,
he's coming in DLC.
Right, so
I have hope for you.
On a voting poll, they put Bayonetta, and then the European crowd won. They won outright. Bayonetta got into the game, and everybody was hyped. Oh, she got bad within. She got a witch twist. She got the stop time mechanic. Wrong. She was so busted, right, that anybody who got caught in that wish twist combo was dying sub 60%, and that's every character over the top.
That was up B, side B, and then up air, right?
Dude,
and then you're dead off the top.
I've been saying for so long, like, if SDI was more of a thing, like that wouldn't be an issue.
And then, right?
But then you have
maybe
to
they fixed that in
the whole
Ultimate.
cast. You'd have to rebalance the whole cast, so that you don't SDI out of everyone's awful combos that are there. Like,
there has to be some balance. Yeah.
Sakurai, right? He sees this, nerfs her. Still, this woman is ridiculous. Still, now. I had no qualms about like dealing with it, you know what I'm saying? Because I play Donkey Kong, right? So it's just like, okay, if I kill you at 70%, that means I earned it, right? Like there's been like instances where great players they understand that Bayonetta, she's not invincible, she's just really really stupid to deal with. But some people have outright done so much to be like this one character like has made people make full-on character switches because she's so good. The main Bayonettas, the prominent Bayonettas in the nation have gotten like all sorts of like
hate mail and death
stuff.
threats.
There was that bullshit that happened at Evo, like things of that nature, right? Right. So that's like the entire saga of Bayonetta, right? She's just this super annoying character with a lot of tools that just everyone else does not have. And if you can't beat her,
you join her.
You have to. Yeah,
a lot of people switched to Bayonetta, man.
Yeah.
They just couldn't beat the character, and they were like, "This character's so damn good. Like, what am I doing not playing this character?"
It's like she had like such an advantage over
like Cloud Dittos.
Yeah, like Cloud, like
Team Clouds.
Team Cloud, Team Cloud, and everybody insists like that's not busted, especially in Houston. But that's another issue entirely. But yeah. Gone for a reason, but more onto the delicious characters. Speaking of broken ones, Ryu, fuck that guy in Smash 4. I hate him. He has true Shoryu. If you know how to DP, if you know how to DP with an analog stick, then you're golden because you'll kill the entire cast at 90. Going on to that,
we got the boy.
We got Echo Fighter.
Ken.
We got Echo Fighter. He's the Echo Fighter. Ken. I'm excited. I'm very interested to see what he can do.
I want to see what he's going to do different from Ryu, how he's going to play. Like, obviously, we know from a Street Fighter side how different they play, right?
Yeah.
But how much more different can you make Ken and Ryu in this game? Because they're both going to have Tatsu, and they're both going to have Uppercut.
Okay.
But, like, what?
Tatsu hits different.
Tatsu's multi-hit.
Yeah. Your up tilt is a completely different move. He doesn't have the elbow
The little elbow,
that
yeah.
Ryu has. Shoryu has fire on it when you do the manual input. Let's Let's see what else. His focus attack is a different animation, but functions the same, which is
Gives you a crumple.
from
yeah.
what I hear is how it worked in Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Every-
everybody had a different animation, but it did the same. You got hit with it, and you felt like a piece of paper.
His forward smash is different.
His Hadouken has fists in it, which
Right,
is weird.
right.
I've never
What?
seen that before.
And from what I hear, they're just generally worse, as they usually are in the Street Fighter games.
Yeah, they're not as good as Ryu's type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I guess the trade-off will be that Tatsu is multi-hitting.
Yeah. So like he does have a couple of his like his trademark, his signature moves like from other Street Fighters like.
I wonder if they gave him fake step kick.
Yes, they did.
They did?
They did. They gave him fake step kick. Right. There was a gameplay video. This dude did fake step kick and then grabbed.
Oh, his up air is totally different as well. A lot of his kit is more concentrated on kicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what else? There was one more thing, and I forgot.
And he has
well.
his back throw is Hell Wheel.
Oh, he
Oh.
has two. He has two final smashes. They're two different final smashes.
Right. So.
But who plays with that anyway, though?
Yeah, no, because it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
No, dude, charge final smash is definitely gonna be a thing.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Stop
You're
it.
so funny. Speaking of charges, next up, this is oh my god, I'm so excited for this character.
All right, so you say you had a lot to tell me about this character.
This
I have
character-
not looked into this character.
Incineroar is a Generation 7 Pokemon. Apparently, according to everybody who I've talked to about Gen 7, they say that this is the best starter. Is this confirmed, Vincent? Like,
I
have
don't
no-
know.
you have no
I
frame of
haven't
reference?
I have not
Okay.
touched Pokemon since
Okay.
Gen 3.
okay, all right. So moving on, right? This Incineroar, right? So basically,
But what wasn't Greninja a starter from that
I think it was-
generation as well?
I think so. I can't remember.
Hey, Greninja was kind of good in PM. I liked him in PM.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
He was
no.
in Smash 4.
Smash 4.
He was in Smash
Yeah.
4.
Nope, I'm lying. Liar.
But Incineroar is the closest thing in this game towards like a traditional grappler.
I was thinking of Lucario.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Lucario's sick in PM.
Yeah.
So Incineroar has a lariat that reflects projectiles and has dumb priority. So if anybody tries to jump on you, B button.
Basically, this is the grappler that you guys have been looking for. This is the true grappler.
If
in
Armika and Zangief were in one body, that's the body.
That's it.
Yeah.
And this is the character you're gonna play.
I'm gonna secondary because I'm fucking with K. Rool, but
Oh yeah.
but like literally like his side B is a rope throw. Like you grab him and ropes pop up. You throw them towards the rope, right? If you miss, they'll just bump into each other. If you hit it too early, you'll get like a backdrop. Well, they'll fall over you and they'll go straight up like that. But if you hit it, it's literally a clothesline from hell, and they'll go the other way, bro.
Ah.
Yes, bro. If you time it
It's a cool
right.
move. It's a cool move.
It's
for sure.
ridiculous, right? His revenge meter, right? Not revenge meter, but his revenge counter, right? So if you hit him, and they down B, he absorbs the hit and he glows red, right?
Okay.
But the next attack is like double that, maybe triple that. I saw like
Oh, that's why Diddy Kong got knocked out at 60 then.
that was K. Rool though.
Oh,
This is different.
okay.
This is different, right? So, okay, I'll give you an example. Right? So he was fighting Lucario, right? And this Lucario hit him. He hit him with a forward smash, and he absorbed it, right? He was at 113. When he got hit with the next attack, he went from 113 to 180 and died. He died, right? So that's revenge, right?
That is a lot of extra percentage.
Yes.
That's kind of scary.
It's ridiculous. And, of course, every time he hits an attack and lands it, he pops off.
Oh, is that where that rock thing came from? The rock meme
Yes,
came
bro.
from?
He'll hit him and be like, ah! Like, bam, like, bro, he'll do stuff like that in game.
Okay. All right. That character's kind of tight. He
Yeah.
sounds kind of tight, actually.
He has really good aerials that'll juggle, right? And his up B is a cross chop, like Alex from Third Strike.
I just want to put into perspective, like, I don't know. I didn't enjoy most of that direct. I was hoping for more. Like, I know that early on they said we put every character in the game that's been there before, so you're not going to get a whole lot of new fighters.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen one or two more announcements. So I was pretty I was pretty disappointed after they
They're
announced.
saving it for DLC, Qualia.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed after Incineroar until like basically the end of the trailer when they started talking about the World of Light mode. That looks amazing.
Yeah, the cool selling point of Brawl was the fact that they had Subspace Emissary. For me, Subspace Emissary was basically the story mode that they had for the game. Like, you know,
It was kind of okay.
I thought it was pretty tight. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cool. So now they're going back to this in World of Light, where like they have cutscenes and you know the characters have.
It's
voice
gonna
actors.
be really immersive.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be a good change.
It's
for the-
interesting. It looks like the way it's structured is that there's like an overworld, like Super Mario World or something.
Yeah.
And you just like go around to the stages, and each one has a different challenge. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I like the entire direction of that story mode that they have trying to go on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be cool.
And they're using that to integrate it with like Spirits, which was the part of the direct that no one liked really because we knew what
That
Spirits
shit was
was.
stupid, yeah.
We knew what Spirits was. It's basically Smash Run or whatever.
It's trophies.
Yeah, it's trophies.
It's still just trophies. They're like, we don't have trophies anymore, but here's trophies with a different name.
yeah.
Oh,
And
now-
a little bit more functionality.
now
There's
you
a
can-
little bit more
Oh well,
functionality.
yeah, because
to
now
it.
they add stats to your character
now
while
you
playing.
can put Punish Snake and Miller on Yoshi. Like no one cares, bro.
No,
one-
we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, no one cares, bro. But hey, you know, get it how you live.
And a lot of people are going to actually take advantage of those. And
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
remember that a large part of the Smash community as well are kids.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even if they don't compete or come out, a large part of sales goes straight towards kids and families.
Yeah.
And they want to just sit around and they want to smash around,
Yeah,
man. They don't
yeah.
they don't care about best of 3 or anything. They want to play them some
Yeah, one
World
thing-
of Light with some add-ons.
Yeah,
that's
one-
all they
That's
want
great.
to do.
That's great for them. It's great
And
for
they'll
them.
get hours because I'm pretty sure they've put hours of content in there.
This is testament to how well they've done with this single player mode. Is that usually the single player modes are aimed towards kids. They're aimed towards casual players. I'm a competitive player. You're a competitive player. You play on a near competitive level. We're all interested in the mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
It is
captured a
peak
crossover audience.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's all they were looking for a W out of that too.
Yeah.
I mean, because what more can you really ask for?
This is the big W for Nintendo. This game is gonna break so many records.
Yeah.
I hope so, man. I hope it really does good.
It's gonna be like when what's the name released? When Breath of the Wild released.
Yeah.
950,000 copies.
Bro, for a while there were more copies bought of Breath of the Wild than
Then
there were Nintendo
Switches
Switches sold.
That's how ridiculous it was, and I'm totally expecting the same thing to happen here.
Yeah.
So like, if you haven't pre-ordered this game, then you may not, and you haven't gotten a Switch yet. If you don't get a Switch by December 7th, you may not get one for the rest of 2018.
Yeah, you're right.
You may
I'm
not
gonna
get
have
one,
to-
and if you get one, then you get this, I guess. You get,
My boy, Spiky Boy.
I guess you get this. I this is left field. I don't know why. Why they
I
did
am
it.
going to 3-stock you. I'm going to ice you with this pipe. Pipe it up.
I don't
Pipe
mind
it
that
up.
the character
Pipe
got
it up.
announced. He looks kind of cool. Like, I can definitely feel a lot of these people that wanted a specific character, and what they got was a low-level enemy from Super Mario Bros. 1.
This low-level enemy is gonna wipe so much when people figure out
I
how
would
to
have
play
rather
with this
had
character.
Koopa Paratroopa than Piranha Plant.
No, if you really had to give me somebody off like that, you know who I would have taken? Kamek Koopa,
I would have took
the witch.
Kamek. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kamek
The witch
Koopa.
that always helped Bowser. Why not?
I definitely would have took like Charge and Chuck or just somebody. I don't know, man. Only thing I can think of like when I look at this thing is like I'm gonna be like on my way to like winter semis and I have to fight this and I'm in losers.
Yeah, you're gonna get iced.
A
Oh
Hammer
my
Bro.
God.
A Hammer Bro, dude. That would have been better. But I will say this. I feel like the school of thought right now that there's like 70 some odd other characters in the game. So if you can't find a character that you like the game is not for you. You know?
Yeah,
So
really
don't,
and
don't
truthfully.
sit here and bitch about Piranha Plant. Like it's
When there are 70 plus other characters to play,
Right.
somebody like myself will play Piranha Plant and Cloud. I have no interest
And
in most of the other casts.
it's a DLC character
Not even
and
the
it's
Belmonts?
free. You know.
Not
I
even.
forgot about them actually.
Yeah,
Wait a
Oh
bro.
minute.
yeah,
Bro,
that,
wait a
that,
minute.
they're on my list, dude.
About to say, not even
I'm
the Belmont?
All right, I will
I'm
be playing Team
definitely gonna-
Castlevania as well.
I am gonna test drive Richter hard.
I was about to say, yeah. Richter has this thing where
That's our team, dude.
You-
That's our
you
doubles
throw-
team. Richter, Simon.
you throw holy
I'm
water.
done.
You throw holy water on the ground. It's still active. Like that's how. Like.
You can also pick it up like an item.
Yes, people are saying that the Belmonts are like going to be really, really good because their projectile game, obviously.
Yeah.
But their jumps are trash. They can't like their jumps compared to the rest of the cast
Cast
are
is
literally
bad.
trash.
Okay.
But they can aim their aerials.
And they can
Whip it around, baby.
yeah, like honestly, like it's
Yeah.
really, really like that. And it's just like
Okay,
and
I'm
it's just
And
like they
it's-
got super, super long reach. Like
It's not like you have to sweet spot to get extra damage. The whole whip all the way through is the same damage and
Damage.
knockback.
Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, Piranha Plant, Team Castlevania, and of course Cloud Strife will be on my roster. I saw everybody was doing like little rosters on
Yeah.
Facebook or whatever,
Yeah.
so that's probably my roster. Team Castlevania, Piranha Plant.
I think
And then
maybe
Cloud.
maybe next week we'll do a small discussion about that. We can all make one of those roster things. I can throw it up. And
yeah, that would be. I think that'd
I
be really
like that.
cool,
I like
especially having Linda because everybody's gonna play this game, and I'm very, very excited for the community at large, especially the Houston one.
Oh man,
Like,
that calendar is gonna be massive.
Yeah.
If we thought that Soul Calibur had a big thing on,
it's
on the
looking
weekly
pretty
bracket.
barren right now on the Smash side of things
But
for the weekly bracket.
when
It's like the quiet before the storm.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because when Smash 4
It's
was
gonna
in
be crazy.
When Smash 4 was in its heyday, there was something every day. Like when the game first came out, bro, there was something like
I believe it. I
And
believe it.
honestly, that game had traction until like
Maybe about a couple months ago.
until Ultimate got announced.
Yeah.
It was like once Ultimate got announced, then it started to run out of steam because people were like, "Oh, now I can definitely bitch about the game because there's a new one coming."
Coming out. Yeah. Oh my God.
I
Best
definitely-
community. You're so
now,
great.
Now I definitely have an out to getting like rid of Bayonetta forever, or do I?
Bayonetta Part 2.
Just saying,
She
bro.
did have a Part 2 game, so maybe this will be her Part 3.
Bro, I hope not. But yeah, I guess we're
I think
done.
that's it.
Yeah,
We're done.
yeah.
We had a lot to talk about.
Pretty
today.
much.
We
wraps
had
it
a
up. This is
smorgasbord
gonna be a
today.
long,
We had a
long
lot- we had a-
episode.
Yeah.
If you stuck around until the end of this episode, wow.
You the real hero.
Wow.
You the real hero.
Honestly.
We got to put some too long didn't reads at the bottom.
But
and
next
stuff.
week we will definitely have another L of the week.
Hopefully it's not Bethesda.
Nah,
When
I
the
think
game drops.
this L of the week is definitely going to be ranging. It could be anywhere from
Blizzard.
Blizzard to players who got tanked and win at Windburn and like at Super Smash Fight Club, whatever, bro. Anything is up for grabs. Anything is up for grabs, bro.
all right,
So,
guys.
I am stoked, but we will see you guys next week. I'm Banjo,
Chaos Overdrive.
and I'm hungry. Turn off the recording.
I am too.
Let's
oh my
go.
God. Food.